right after the arrival, we picked up our booked beast. We chose Kikar or Sikar, still not sure about the pronunciation, as they were the cheapest and they didn't ask for a huge deposit as other rentals. The cheapest option was Ford Fiat 500. It was like 170 euros for 5 days, so quite cheap. And since it was our first time renting a car, we followed all the YouTube advices, such as recording all the scratches before you leave and etc. And as you can see, our had a lot. We arrived quite late, and when we were booking our Airbnb, we didn't really check the roads in Gran Canaria, so this turned out to be the road to our Airbnb for approximately 1 hour. After this expensive experience of Gran Canaria roads in the darkness, we really needed some wine. I needed some wine. The plan for the next day was clear. We wanted to check out the beach, and this was, by the way, the village where we lived and the roads that we did last time, but during the day. Still not sure if they were more scary during the day or during the night. As we really lived in the mountains, you can see that in most of the places there were no lamps or fans. The first beach we arrived was at La Aldea de San Nicola, at the western part of the island. Pretty nice beach, but it was very windy that day, so really nobody was sunbathing or swimming. And moreover, it wasn't the real start of the season yet, so no wonder. After the beach, we stopped at the Cactus Park, which claims to be the biggest cactus park in Europe. But again, there was absolutely nobody, I assume because of the season, even though it was already April. And here I'm trying to say post-apocalypticky in Czech, because it really felt like we survived some nuclear war and we were the last ones. The cactuses were really nice though, and we didn't need to pay any entrance, so a huge plus.
Hello. Where was this chicken? Are you doing good, Mrs. Chicken? Oh. She's gonna attack.
And then it was the lunchtime before the next stop, the dunes. Here my try for a transition and the dunes. Almost killed the GoPro, but here we are. The Mas Palomas dunes are located on the south coast of the island. There are approximately 400 hectares of sand dunes with the view at the ocean. It's a natural reserve, so theoretically you are not allowed to walk outside the pass, but as you can see, everyone wanted their photos and videos, including me, so people were walking everywhere. This day was super windy. We had sand everywhere, in the hair, in the eyes, on the teeth, everywhere. So if you can, don't go there on the windy day. That's my only recommendation. Day 2, I didn't record many videos from our Airbnb, but we had absolutely gorgeous terrace with a spectacular view over the mountains where we enjoyed our breakfasts. And for the second day, we didn't really have any specific plans, so we just went outside, went for the gas first. Here I'm surprised that gas in Gran Canaria is cheaper than in Barcelona, like a lot cheaper, which still doesn't make sense to me because it should be more expensive as we were on the island. Then we went for the lunch. These are the traditional Canarian potatoes called papas arrugadas. And we ended up at the same beach from yesterday. But today it was much warmer, so we went for the first swim of our season and stayed for the sunset.
Pero bueno.
Day 3 was about exploring north. The first stop, Mirador del Balcón. Great views, great spot for the photos, but we arrived past noon, so there were quite a lot of people already. We decided not to wait and went to our next stop, which was Puerto de las Nieves. But coffee first. If you have ever lived in Spain, not Barcelona, you know how difficult it is to find specialty coffee here. And this was one of the few places in Gran Canaria where we found really, really good specialty coffee. So the place is called Bici Cafe. It's owned by a German couple. So yeah, mark it for your next trip to Gran Canaria. Day 4 was Easter Monday, so everything was closed. And of course, exactly this day, we ran out of food. So after checking several supermarkets, we went to this restaurant in Tejeda. The restaurant was called Casa del Caminero. Excellent interior decorations, excellent paintings. Food was good, but yeah, nothing spectacular. So if you want to check this out for the interior, feel free. Our last day, day 5, we left our Airbnb super early as we needed to catch our next flight. We saw this beautiful sunrise and yeah, arrived to the airport to take the flight to Tenerife, our second destination of this adventure. So stay tuned for more to come. A video from Tenerife. Don't forget to like the video or subscribe. And yeah, thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Anastasia and this is a video about Gran Canaria. I decided to record this extra clip because I realized that I forgot to mention two things during the video, and those are prices, the flights and Airbnb. So here we go. As for the flights, so we took a flight from Barcelona to Gran Canaria, and we also did one extra stop at Tenerife, and then we flew back from Tenerife to Barcelona. And for one person, it cost 160 euros. So basically, free flights for 160 euros. I think that's quite a deal. We booked approximately 2 months in advance, so not too soon, not too late. But it's important to bear in mind, to keep in mind that Canary Islands are Spanish islands, so some parts of the flights are supported, financially supported by the government. Second thing, Airbnb. So we booked an Airbnb at Carizal de Tejeda for 5 nights. It costed 210 euros. It was very nice Airbnb at the spectacular place of the island. The only thing, it was quite difficult to get there. So it was really in the mountains in the middle of the island. So some of the roads weren't really maintained, or at some places, for example, a fence was missing and things like that. So it caused some, especially in the nights, it caused some stress to us, but otherwise it was great. And I will enclose some of the photos from the Airbnb here for you to imagine what I mean here. Alright, that's it. See you!